And why don't you sit back, relax, and enjoy a nice, refreshing drink of Sarsi. That's right, Sarsi, from your friends at Cosmo Bottling Company, a subsidiary of Coca-Cola Philippines. Join the Sarsi Society and let's Sarsi together! Caution. Eating too many calories per day is linked to obesity. To achieve or maintain a healthy body weight, balance the number of calories you eat and drink with the number of calories your body uses. Learn more at www.myplate.gov. Just to be clear, Sarsi is not a sponsor of the podcast. That's just me being funny. And interesting enough, I was reading the can. If you can see that here, they probably couldn't be a sponsor. It says, well, let's see if I can get it to focus. To be sold only in the Philippines. So I have a contraband can of Sarsi, I believe, and I'm going to try that later. Forgot to say, I did mention I was going to give this Sarsi a try later. And it is later, so let's open it up and I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Nutritional facts. It is 86 calories per serving, so that's actually better than a normal root beer. Sarsi is root beer of the Philippines. I did have this as a kid. We would get Sarsi a lot and I always enjoyed it. I think it tastes different than regular root beer, but let's open it up and I'll give it a try. Oh, man, you're kidding me. Apparently I shook it too much during this and it just spread all over me. And as I mentioned, I do this in my bedroom closet. And it slid right in my eye. Major fail. I'm going to clean this up and then I'm going to try it some more. Okay, I'm back. I got a little bit cleaned up. Still have the can of Sarsi here, which is now not going to be exploding on me. But I have here, my family will do these soda tastings most every year. And so we created a soda tasting form. I'm going to go through that with this Sarsi. What you do on this form is that we will take the look of the soda, the smell, the fizz, the taste, and then an intangible category that I call delight. And I'll score those between 1 and 10, with 1 being terrible, 10 being celestial or heavenly. You come up with a total score by adding up all 5 categories, and then or total, and then the score is the average of those 5 categories, and that basically will tell you how much you like the soda using these different categories. So let's do it. But the look, as far as this, how does the Sarsi look? I think it looks good. This is out of 10 here, so and I would say that this can, the look of the Sarsi, I'll give it an 8. The smell, I'm gonna give that amazing. It doesn't smell quite like root beer. It has like I don't know how to explain it. That's the hard part about doing food reviews. It just smells good. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Fizz, let's try a sip. Now that, candidly, it may have lost some of its fizz. Because it tastes a little bit flat. But I just wonder if that's because of my poor handling of the can, which resulted in the explosion. So I'm going to give it a... Can I move this? I'm going to give it a 5. I'm just not sure I can... It's not that good, but I'm going to bump it up because I don't know if it's caused by me. But the taste is great. Again, I think it's better than a normal root beer. I'm gonna say 9.5. I'm not gonna quite go to celestial. Celestial would / heavenly would be if I were wanted to dance and roll around the room like I used to do as a kid when I'd eat things. Delight is just how kind of like an intangible. Like it's not, I don't know what to call it other than just intangible characteristics of the soda. How delightful is it? And again, I feel bad for this. I might have to try a different one. I've actually never had Sarsi out of a can. Usually when I've had Sarsi, and I haven't had it for a long time, but as a kid and I had it in a bottle. But the delight, intangibles, I would say in this particular case a 7. And again, I might need to retry this with a fresher can that hasn't been shaken around a bunch. But so if I add up this score to get the average or the total, and then I'll get the average. Let me get out my calculator because I'm not doing this math in my head. I know that probably looks embarrassing because it's easy numbers, but it'd be more embarrassing if I got it wrong. That we're at 38.5. And if I take the average out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories, that gives an average of 7.7. 7.7 is the score I give to Sarsi, which again, as I look at this, it's right in between good and great, which I would say it was closer to great, and I would say great is probably an 8 is what I would normally want to rank Sarsi, if not a 9 or a 9.5. And I think again, if I were to go back and get a fresher can, or maybe since it's contraband and I shouldn't have bought it in the United States, it should only be sold in the Philippines, and maybe that's got something to do with it. I don't know, but that's my rating of Sarsi. See ya.